Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is not a review. It's just kind of a rant. I need to get my anger out somehow. So don't take any of this personally. I was pretty excited for this game. And when it came out, I had a bit of fun with it from what I got to play. I'll get to that in a second. So I started the game. Really good intro. I thought the first act of the game was pretty solid. It wasn't anything mind blowing, but it was very entertaining, and I was expecting to have a lot more fun along the way. And then I got to the second or third planet. I think I got to the third, and I was having fun with the combat. I wasn't really a huge fan of the story and where that was going, but I just kept pushing that to the side and said, hey, maybe I'll get better. I'll just keep having fun with the combat and see what happens. And then one day I put the disc in and the game just kept crashing. And I was like, alright, I already knew that this game was having performance issues, but on day one, I maybe had one crash, and I started it up, restarted the game, worked completely fine, no issues. These past 2 weeks have been a pain in my ass. I went to go play it last week, started it up, hit continue campaign. As soon as it loaded into the game, it crashed. I was like, holy. And then I found out there was more patches incoming. I got 2 updates, and none of them seemed to fix my issue. The game is literally unplayable. Every time I hit continue, the game crashes. So at this point, I'm pretty pissed off because I wanted to see where the story was going to go, and I was somewhat enjoying myself. So I either wait a year, a couple of months for these. I don't know if there's more patches coming out. I have no idea. But I heard people are having the same issue as me on the PS5. I think this is just ridiculous. I don't usually talk about, loot boxes in games, even though this game doesn't have any. And, the whole paying $80 for a game is way overpriced. It is. But I just don't make videos about it. It's not really my target audience. But in this case, I am getting very frustrated because I bought Resident Evil 4. I loved the original. I didn't like the remake. And then this happened. God of War Ragnarok was a letdown. As fun as Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was, as insanely beautiful it is, and how good the graphics are, and the gameplay is a bit fun. It got really repetitive really fast. Like, this whole PS5 generation for me has been a letdown. The only 2 games that I have on the PS5 that are worth playing right now is Modern Warfare 2, which I'm really bipolar with. Some weeks I hate it, some weeks I love it. And the other one is WWE 2K23, which has been performing really well. I think EA should have just, yet again, had more time in the oven. Not story-wise, none of that. Just stabilizing the performance. And the release date got announced, and then it was announced as coming out a bit earlier than it was actually supposed to. So it's like, this is fucking sick. And I never had any problems with Fallen Order when that came out. I never had crashes, so I was like, yes, it is EA, but I mean, the last game was fine. This shouldn't have any problems. And then we get to the point where I can't even play it. It's just a mess, guys. Like, paid $90 for this. I got it the day it came out, and if I go to trade it in, I'll literally get, $30 back, $40. It's not worth it. Or it sits on my shelf and just collects dust. Or I can be patient and wait, try again in a couple of weeks, but then my urge to play it is going to be gone because I have so many other games I want to play. And if I get to the end of the game and find out I don't like it, then I've been waiting this whole time for nothing. So I uninstalled it for now because it is a big game. It takes up a lot of space. But I don't know what I'm going to do for now. I'm probably just going to leave it. It is a bit frustrating, but at the same time, it's not one of those games I was fucking dying to play. I literally bought it because, I mean, I'm a fan of Star Wars. I'm not a diehard fan, but I just wanted to have some fun, and I literally can't play the game. So that is the biggest gripe I have. Cutscenes look pretty decent for the most part. As soon as the game started, I was like, so this isn't on PS4, this is only on next gen. It does not feel like a next gen game. The cutscenes are nice, but there's not that much polish to them. Like I said, they should have taken more time to make the game look a lot better, especially the price tag and our expectations, because the next generation of gaming is supposed to look beautiful, and this game didn't look like that. Another big issue I had with the gameplay, not really with the gameplay's fine, it's more the environments. At the beginning, I thought it was awesome because I actually felt like I was in a Star Wars world, and then they kind of pulled what they do with Fallen Order, and you have to go through this jungle and kill a bunch of insects and bugs, and if you guys like that, I'm happy for you. I wish I could like it as much as you guys, but for me, it really took me out of the game. I'm like, why am I killing these stupid spiders and these big, like, I don't even know what they are. They're just fantasy creatures. They're not even real. It just completely took me out of the game. Like, it's not Star Wars. They're trying to be really, like, mythical, like God of War and all this back lore about these creatures I do not care about. I'd rather have the game going against all the stormtroopers instead of fucking bugs and aliens and shit. I know there is some, but in Star Wars, but the open, oh my god, the open world, the environment, EA and everyone, all the people wanted a more open environment, and they give us that, but it's empty. You walk around, you'll find a little box here and there. Like, it's a really bland experience unless the cutscenes are happening. I think the cutscenes are probably the best part about the game because they are entertaining. The gameplay is good, but it gets stale when you get stuck in these boring environments. I don't know. Overall, I'm just mad I can't play the game. I really appreciate you guys listening to me ramble on, but this is just a disappointment. And if you click on this video and you're, oh, stop bashing this game, I'm not even bashing the game. I'm bashing the performance as whatever is released, and it's getting ridiculous at this point, man. Spider-Man 2 is my last hope. I am overly excited for that game. Excuse me. There's not much I can say. I loved the first one. I think it was fucking awesome. This one, I just want Insomniac to... I'm not saying they won't take their time. I think the people that are up above them will try to rush them. But hopefully that doesn't happen. This is really my last hope. If Spider-Man goes to shit, I'll fucking sell my PS5 because that is one of the main reasons why I had it. Let me know in the comments if you guys bought Jedi Survivor. Let me know if it's working for you because I'm really curious. I heard PC's even worse. My buddy has it on Series X and he hasn't had any problems. You lucky fucker. For now, I'm going to try not to spoil the story for myself. I'm going to wait a couple of weeks, try again, and if not, I'm going to say fuck it and probably just sell it because it's just going to collect dust. I'm getting tired. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, everybody.